following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Close the line. Yeah.
Dr. Lang isn't what you'd call a doctor really, but he does seem to know something about poultices and herbs and that.
And acupuncture, I imagine.
Probably. What's that? Is that the thing where he sticks needles? Puncturing? Yeah, that's the thing where he sticks needles in. Yeah, he does that.
Needles. Yeah. There's some scientific basis for that, actually.
I don't even know how you've heard of that. Most people don't know anything about China.
I'm very well. I read a lot.
Wow. Your library must be amazing.
Yes. It's quite fast.
Well, we'll carry on down this road. This is Guan Phase, number 6 on your map.
Yeah.
It's prominent in around here. There's like a local legend said that he stopped here, and that's why it's legendary. The owner, Guan Han, he's just an old soldier. It's a pretty clean and comfortable place to stay, if you're looking for a place to stay temporarily. He's got 2 kids, and they're really, really serious. And they operate a cart that runs like, they call the hospital wagon. It carries like valuable cargo and medicines and that. It's really safe. If you want something shipped somewhere, they're the premium service to do it. This is the Crafters Guild. Local builders and all that, they all like do their work and have it here to sell. They're pretty scammy though, they all set the prices collected. If you want something built, just come here and get it commissioned.
Yes, I heard the prices were pretty reasonable when they said them.
I mean, yeah, but don't tell them that. Oh, this is the Wong Forge. That bunch of really burly, surprisingly burly Asian men work here. They do hammering iron. Ringing sounds come from the forge. There's a bunch of guys working iron. Let's carry on up around here. That place over there is the karst. Don't go there. There's a big karst. And a tower at the foot.
Yep.
This is the Heisei school. Monks who are really interested in balance and reincarnation are here. They like blue. There's a bunch of monks doing backflips and kung fu. And one of the old monks, an older monk out the front, is like waving to you. They're like, "Oh, hello, goodbye. See you later."
No, well, this I'll give like the monk bow back.
Anyway, this is Madame Kataro's house. She's weird. No one really hangs around her. But people do all her repairs and shit for free. And the kids of the village sometimes take food to her. I don't really know anything about her. But she lives here all alone. Yeah, maybe. This is, that's the Daily Monastery way up there. Waterfall Mountain. We don't really know what goes on there, but it's there. And it's just, and there is Zun's Light. It's a lighthouse. It's just a lighthouse. It lights the harbor. It's made of stone.
They manually light a bonfire up there?
Yeah, and they have a bunch of polished like brass or bronze or something that like angles it round. If it lights during the daytime, people bow to it.
How do they get the materials up?
Well, it's run by the soldiers, so I imagine they carry it up. I never thought to ask. Oh, and the harbor's down there. It's the governor's harbor, but like all the fishing fleets and that move in there. Huang Wharfs is what they call it, or something like that.
Okay.
So there's a steady supply of fish, and if you want to go out boating, I'm sure they'd be willing to do that in exchange for money. Oh, this tall-ass place? No doubt you've been looking at it for a while now. That's a house. That's a house.
That's a house.
That's General Liang's house. He retired here.
Just for an idea, because like it's hard to get a definite picture from like just looking at the image. Like, what are the width dimensions on this building? You know what I mean? Like, it's obviously very, very tall, but like, how wide is it?
It's not super wide. I'd say it's about the width of a living room.
Oh, okay, so like one room per floor, sort of thing.
Maybe two. Maybe
Okay.
two.
This is an interesting design for a living area.
Hey, you know, him what pays says, right?
Yes, certainly.
And there's Zhao's palace over there. That's where the governor and a bunch of topwigs live. But let's carry on down the path. This is a tree. Look at that. Huh?
Yes. A very large tree. Quite nice looking.
Well, there's a story behind this tree.
Go on.
I'm looking for it. Hang on. Oh, sorry. It's down in unlisted. This is... They call it Jingly tree. It's apparently there's like this is the tree of the village, and if the tree dies, the village is gonna die. Which is pretty bad because it looks pretty sick. And indeed, the tree is very sick looking.
Yeah. That doesn't go well.
The locals kind of say that it only started getting sick when we showed up. But some of the old people say it was before that, so I don't think we're to blame. But certainly, certain groups in town like to say that it's the American devilry that's sickening the spirit tree.
Interesting. I'm not particularly surprised, but it is kind of a shame that the times have lined up this way.
Oh, this number one is this is Chenhua's bakery. They have bread. They actually have bread.
Really?
Oh yeah. This is, and beside it, that's some guy's house. He likes swords, and he pretty much doesn't interact with us at all. They say this is the oldest place in town.
Really?
Yeah. And behind that is the farms. Look, here's look at these broad stretch of farms beside the bamboo forest. They call that Hollow Sorrow. But these are the farms, that's where the food comes from, and there's hot springs.
Oh, really?
Anyone is free to use the hot springs, but if you want, like, stuff, then go to Ping's bathhouse and buy it from there, like towels and that. He services the pools and things. He's like number 4 on the map down there. The Mama's General Store, if you want it, you buy it here. She has a lot of stuff and gets stuff in if you want it, I guess. I mean, I don't really see the need for that many chopsticks, but here we go.
I think they use them for different things. Well, like, if you ever look at a dining table, there are generally like 6 different kinds of forks and a bunch of different knives and spoons as well.
My kind of dinner's usually a burger, so that's hand food. Generally,
I'm sure they have hand food.
Honghua is on the corner here near the square. It's the square. We're calling it the square. It's a tavern, a small inn. They have really good beer here. Oh, and the spiced potatoes are to murder for. Rice wine. Oh, and diced chicken nuggets.
Diced chicken nuggets.
I didn't think I'd like them either, but you know, it is what it is. This is the square.
Okay.
Don't drink or play in the water. There's
Understood.
like a clear small town square where people are meeting up and such. And over here is the low town. Holy shit, the low town. Let's go to the low town.
Sounds like there's a story there.
It's easy to get lost in these twisting streets. Look, I'll let you explore that on your own at some point. But there's like houses, shops, shrines. There's that big tall temple's the centerpiece. I got the bean jar fish market is good. It's a market for fish. And there's Kung Jar that sells farming supplies.
Okay.
I guess. There's a tea room in there that's pretty cool. If you like gambling, there's a place you can play Pai Gao. There's the Heaven's Red Banner office where the Nazis are.
That's in the low town?
Yes, and the Terradino Corporation office is there.
Terradino Corporation office.
I know, right?
Okay.
There's a big market filled with mainly pickpockets. And somewhere there's the Manmo Temple, but no one can find it.
So, with the Nazis, they aren't. We just try to avoid them or don't speak to them.
We're not to antagonize or cause trouble. That doesn't stop them verbally trying to bait us, though, or pinching my ass.
And how often do they come into the area we're in? How often do they come out of the low town?
More often than I'd like, but not super often. They're basically just there to try and recruit Asians to join the Red Banner. You know, America's enemy.
Yes, it does somewhat make sense for the ruler here to.
If only someone would interfere with their plans. But who would be handsome, brave, and fit enough to do that kind of hero work?
I wonder. And these cherry blossom trees are supposed to mean something?
The governor likes them.
Told?
Oh, yeah, there's some stuff you can do around the trees that usually involves courtship and dating.
Ah. They are very aesthetically pleasing.
I like them. We don't have them at home.
No,
So, you're obviously wealthy and handsome. You're from Vermont?
Cold Rocks, Nevada.
Nevada. Cold Rocks, Nevada.
Yeah.
That's that's the new business center thing since New York disappeared.
Yeah,
Abandoning
certainly is.
all of the children who were at college out of state at the time.
Oh. How often are you leaving New York to go to different colleges?
Personally, just the once.
Ah, I'm sorry to hear that.
But there's like a big community of displaced family kids.
They ended up in the military?
Well, I don't know, some of them might have. I'm just a generally useless person who attaches themselves to hopeless projects, but can't actually do anything useful, so they end up just being sort of vaguely helpful. I move from town to town doing things. I have no life. So you must be from one of the big corporations then. Terradino?
Well, I work for Anthony Smar, actually.
Ooh, sexual chocolate Anthony Smar. He's handsome. So he just gathers the best looking guys in the city to work for him, does he?
Some of them. Mostly, the other reason, well, my mother is also a renowned
Catherine
Surgeon?
Magruder, sorry, Catherine Drake, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
she's one of the top people in neurosurgery.
Yeah, so we made a family trip out here, but this seemed
Oh, the whole family?
better for me. Well, we aren't.
Your
They stayed
father,
in Hong Kong
your
Island.
brother, your girlfriend.
I don't. We don't have either of those last two, but
Good to
they
know.
stayed on Hong Kong Island, but the research facilities were here.
Yeah, they put a research facility in every district to see if they can track down a difference in the virus, because the leading theory is it's manufactured. I don't really know
It
anything
is.
about that, but I do know that there's certainly a good logical reason why this would be set up this way. You can be sure of that.
It does. It does make.
Shut up!
Well, I suppose that concludes the tour, but are you busy after this? I may need some more.
Why, no, I'm not.
assistance.
Oh, there's obviously
Well-
things that, by the way, are off the map, such as, like, there's more tents out that way and stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, I am only going to devote so much amount of time making a map for one person.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I will need to get my luggage, I suppose, and then make reservations at the inn.
Ooh. Let me help you with your
And then-
luggage.
Yes, and I was hoping you could show me the hot springs. Those are intriguing.
Ah, interesting. Display section. Oh, there they are. Neat. Okay. You'll make several trips to get all of your large, burdensome luggage, like 15 cases. I mean, you had to put your Black Knight suit somewhere.
Oh my god!
I'm assuming you brought it!
What?
Just in case! I don't
Just
know.
in case.
What if the Nazis attack us? I don't know.
Oh,
Jeez, these are really heavy. What's in here? A Black Knight suit?
a lot of equipment.
Oh. Wow. You sure you didn't want me to unpack it and store it here? Let me just open this up here. Not gonna stop her.
We can't show anything to the locals, if you recall.
Oh, okay.
So just
So you're gonna
directly
you're gonna
bringing
store
as
it in the local inn. Okie dokie.
I'm not gonna show it to them.
Fair enough. So which one? Where are you going? Which
So
one?
you said like 6.
Guan Phase?
It was a good one. I don't really know Liang, so there's no point going there. And the other inn was more of a tavern, you said?
It is, yeah, more of a taverny inn. Okay,
Yeah.
so you walk in and there is a great big beard behind a desk, and he's washing a leather mug.
So you said when I learned like some Chinese, it's like basic greetings and stuff, right? I imagine, not just random shit.
你好long gao.
I'll use my dictionary to see if I can finagle my way through this.
Cool. We will just do it in heavily broken English, because that way
Yeah.
it's easier on both of us and funnier.
Yeah.
有安话好吗？广东话啊！啊，要 foreigner. What you want, huh?
I heard you had rooms available.
Oh, you pay money, 鬼佬?
Yes. Yes, I have money.
They mean like their money. The American money is not really good around here.
They don't accept American money.
No, they can basically worthless because it's on paper.
Ah.
I started right here, woman.
Sorry, no. I just wasn't aware you didn't accept the American currency, but I can just get that exchanged.
Okay.
That won't be a problem. So how much for a
50 yuan a
for
night.
room? On a night. And if I were to book, say, 2 weeks in advance?
Oh, that's a lot of yuan. That, let's see, 7 days in a week, 50 yuan per day. That is 100 yuan. 2 week. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, that sounds great to me.
I don't think he knows how to add.
So the thing is, I'm actually just going to like tip him, but give him the correct amount.
Okay,
I don't
good.
wanna...
Righto.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get... Oh, God. American, so many cases. Oh, strange Samsonite material. Oh. I have instant knowledge of plastics!
That's how that works.
Yeah, that's how that works. He'll help you up with the cases, or rather he'll just do all the work because you're a cripple.
Yeah.
Ah, these were heavy. What in this? Black Knight costume?
Well, I'm with the research team, so there's some just heavier equipment.
Foreign devil things. Maybe.
Yes, better to keep them with me privately than anywhere else, I think.
Have to give you the big room then. The big room is still a small room by modern standards.
I just booked to get 2 rooms if I've got all this fucking luggage.
Sure. Wow, all the comforts of home. Couldn't stay at home, could they? There. Stored forever. Never to come out.
Well, now that we've worked up a sweat, let's say we go to the hot springs.
They thought you'd never trust.
I suppose we should get towels first.
Oh, we'll have to go to Ping's then.
It's just like across the way there.
Oh yeah, it's right by it. They even have like mobile staff who take money and like wander around there and just like bring you stuff. Like if you wanted wine and that.
That's exceptionally convenient.
Yeah, the people here really like it, and it's cheap too. I mean, their economy is so thrifty.
I suppose they have different value in different things. You must come to the hot springs every day, though. Hot springs are wonderful.
I hardly ever do. It's really close to the forest, and I'm white, and the locals still have that hang-up about ghost people.
Oh. There is local garb for correctly covering the face, I heard.
You put a towel over your face. It's what apparently their ghosts do when they visit you.
That sounds unpleasant.
Yeah, it's also, you can't see, so...
Yeah.
That's complicated.
So are there any customs here for hot springs other than the...
well, obviously don't put your towel in the water. I mean, put it on top of your head because your head, you know, nothing from your chin up is supposed to go underwater.
Ah.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it either. It's a natural hot spring. You get all kinds of bacteria up there. I think that's how it works. Some of the pools are freezing cold, too. Like this is the weirdest thing. Look, have a look over here. She'll drag you over to a pool that... Why can I never find anything in my own list that I made for me? I'm so bad at this. The pools.
The pools list.
The calming pools of Xiaocheng. 50 of them in total border on the farms and the forest.
Oh my goodness.
Some are hot springs, others ice cold, the origin of many legends. Well, since the fires of heaven, or as we call it, Global Storm Soviet, happened, the large central mossy one called Guan Yu has been erupting once a week at exactly the same time. They called the hot blast Guan Yu's breath. It harms some people that get hit by it and strangely changes other people. Like, there was like an old man that everyone thought was a complete bastard, and he got spattered by it and then completely turned into a philanthropic monk. Like, instantly. Just gave away all his stuff and started just helping other people. It is so weird. I don't know if
it erupts at the same time every week.
Well, they say that, but there's actually like a slight variance within an hour.
I don't know how the global storm would have... Interesting.
Oh, by the way, you might want to stay away from the pools at night.
Oh?
Strange things are rumored to happen. Mysterious things. Ooh, spoopy. Ah, now comes the bit where we have to pick a pool. I like this one because it has a little natural... Well, this one has a natural ledge you can use as a seat.
That does sound comfortable.
So, how long have you been... How on earth did you get, like, a diagonally crippled arm and leg? Accident?
Yeah, so when I was 8, someone broke into our house. And,
crippled you?
Yeah, well, we shot each other. I wasn't sure what to do. When you're 8, obviously, you tend to have irrational reactions to things, so...
So naturally you already had a gun and shot him? You grew up in Texas, didn't you?
I went and got my father's gun.
Your father grew up in Texas, didn't he?
My father is a police detective. Which,
I'm so sorry.
Oh?
Well, if you're a detective, you seem to just turn into a drooling mongoloid.
No, well, he was on vacation when that happened, so he's fine. It's unimaginably bizarre.
My dad was chief of police in New York.
Oh.
And then it disappeared. So...
That must be difficult for you. How do you... So, all your family just vanished?
Well, so all of New York blew up or something, and so I'm alone. I mean, I'm financially well off because of various insurance policies my parents apparently had. And of course the disaster FEMA compensation check things, so like I don't need to work, but I want to.
Yes, I mean, money doesn't always fill that particular hole, does it?
Hang on a minute. Excuse me, I need a band and, what's the Chinese word for nappy? Thing! For here!
I'll flick through my dictionary. Yeah, I'll flick through my dictionary real quick.
Cool. Correctly attired, the pool is a hot one. You could spend some time there until the evening. So, why did you travel out here? What made you give up your fabulous life of wealth and cold rocks to come to here and thing? I mean, apart from your obvious good-natured handsomeness.
I had somewhat of an introspective moment. And thought the
introspective moment, huh? In other words, you got drunk because you fucked up a bunch.
It's strikingly close to home.
Yeah.
I thought the best good I could do was probably here.
It needs it. It sounds all scary, just like a virus just targeting one group of people and, like, destroying them.
Yes, there just aren't enough researchers either. My quick discussions with one of the head doctors back on Hong Kong Island, he seemed to not be aware of just some things I quickly thought of. So I think they just need more minds to bounce ideas around.
I understand a lot of the people who are like up on neurosurgery and things like that are actually so busy just performing the corrective surgeries that they probably don't have that much time to think, and when they do have time, they're probably really tired. Being charitable.
Yes.
I, of course, just
Yes,
think
I can
that, like, if you get to a
certainly
certain degree of nerdiness, you get lost to the outside world and only get super focused on just one thing. One thing.